looks like I get to be a Danny. Change clothes real quick. No, let's see what I need something a little more down hardening. Oh yes, here we go. There we go. Gotta crush the soul just a little bit. Let's take a look here. Hey there, gorgeous. Welcome back to reality.
So everything's confusing.
Oh, I'm sure you are. But the most important thing is you're still here with us.
What even happened to me?
I don't know the entire story just yet, but I know you were found in the parking garage at the casino. You were unconscious and unresponsive when they found you. And you had some rather grievous injuries. But I'm sure you've noticed you've got a bandage on your head, and got a cast on your arm. You had a very nasty skull fracture.
This thing feels rather heavy.
Yeah, you know, it gained a little weight after the procedure. But we've got a rod implanted into the ulna now. Had to do that to stabilize the fracture. But that wasn't the worst of the injuries. What was causing your unconsciousness was a hematoma. Sitting near the rear of the frontal lobe. So I opened you up to do a craniotomy. See if we could get it removed, find out what the cause of it was. The underside of your skull was severely damaged, beyond the point that I could repair it. So I tossed that to the side and I went to work on the hematoma itself. Got it cleared out. And the worst part was when we found the source of the bleeding. Bleeding was coming from the upper portion of the carotid artery, just before it turns into the cerebral artery. I was able to suture it up and get some mesh around it to reinforce it. I was able to... It's all right. I was able to keep it in a safe time frame. It was less than 2 minutes that the brain was without oxygenated blood. But, as you know, that does put you at high risk for potential obnoxious brain injuries. I don't believe that there's going to be any permanent damage, but there's always that possibility. Being that it was the frontal lobe, if there is amnesia, I would suspect it would cover probably a 3 to 4 month time span.
Don't want to be stuck in here forever.
Do you have any idea who you last talked to?
I don't remember anything. Not a single thing.
That's okay. Give it some time, and all your intracranial pressures have come back down to an acceptable level. There's still going to be residual effect from the swelling. But you're alive, and that's all that matters. We'll put the rest of these puzzle pieces together as we can. You'll be alright, though. Yeah, let me come around to the other side. Might make it just a little easier on you.
When I woke up, I was just frightened. Confused and frightened.
Do you believe it?
It's scary to wake up not knowing anything.
Yeah. I'll treat you, though. Beats the hell out of the phone call I got.
I'm sorry.
I've got a sneaking suspicion that it was probably our green-haired friend that is probably involved with this, but I don't know that for a fact.
I have absolutely no recollection of anything that happened before I got here.
And hopefully I gave you enough sedative that you have no recollection of the OR either. But we shall see. You're definitely going to be here a couple of days. As bad as your injuries were, you still have a couple of implanted probes that, yeah, don't think you want to keep forever. Easy there, killer. Don't be messing up all my hard work in there.
Try not to.
You know, and I came to a realization while we were in the OR. There's one really bad downfall to marrying a surgeon. You know what that is? You're not even safe in your own head. Because I've already been rooting around in there too.
I guess I can't hide from you anywhere, right?
I told you were stuck with my big ugly ass. But I was able to hide the incision line. But I don't know how you feel about rocking short hair. But if you ever do rock short hair, it would be visible.
No. I'm a long hair type of person.
Good deal. Then nobody will ever know it's even there. Luckily for me, you keep your bangs a little longer, so it gave me a little extra to use to hide it. Lord. All right there.
Just feeling a little cold.
Grab you a blanket. And you go. You are welcome. Let's take a look at your progress note, see what they said. Let's see.
Should I have remembered the paramedic that treated me here?
No, you were unconscious the entire time.
No, I mean, who did the checkup on me?
Today, it was Jerry.
Don't know, I just can't grasp any names, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Jerry's been around for a little while, but not too long. But he did get your dressings changed out. No sign of infection. Let's see here. Apparently you didn't know where you were at.
It's explained to me that I'm in my journal.
Hmm.
I'm a doctor. I even forgot my own name.
Well, that's not good. Didn't even know your own name.
I still have this one though.
There you go. Sounds like somebody was spraying a fire extinguisher. Thought heard somebody spraying a fire extinguisher.
I'm not hearing that at all.
It might just be my ears acting up or something. Yeah, then I'm sure you'll find out sooner or later, but thanks who actually brought you into the hospital. Has he had a chance to come by and see you?
No.
Just old Jerry, huh?
I've only seen one paramedic today. Well, and you, obviously. I have heard someone else in... what's the word? In the hallway, but I don't remember who that was. It sounded kind of familiar though.
Well, so I guess the real question will be, do you even remember me?
It's kinda foggy, if that makes sense.
Hey, tell me what you do remember.
I don't know why, but like all names are gone for some reason. But
Oh, that's certainly no good.
I remember the feeling of happiness that it brought me. How much I enjoy being around him.
Well, maybe I should have showed up in my Batman suit instead. Even though it would be hard for a heroic exit. Can't really jump out a window in broad daylight. of all the chaos that comes into the doors of the ER.
It's interesting, yeah.
But
It's kind of hard to get to things that are under this cast thing.
it does happen.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What do you remember about that ring? Does it spark any memories?
Brings back a feeling of warm love.
Good. What else does it remind you of?
Beach. Like, it's a sunny beach.
Good. So the memories are there. They're just hiding at the current moment. There we are.
Hello.
You remember this ugly mug right here? Try talking a little bit, brother. See if that'll spark any memories.
How are you doing, Snezhana?
Names are hard.
That's alright.
Sweetheart, by chance, does his appearance or his face, does that spark any memory?
We have been friends, right?
Yes. Yes, we have. We are.
Excellent. Alright, so this could actually still just be residual from being under the heavy sedation. But at least there's still memories to be recalled.
Bothers me that I can't recall names.
Considering where the bleed was in your head that we had to fix, it could have some residual effects on the cerebral cortex. But the nice thing is that mannitol, the medications I've already got you on, will assist in clearing that up. Snezhana, this is Timo.
I'm trying to keep the name in mind.
It's alright. It will give us a memory test opportunity later. See what you can recall, or see if you can associate names and faces. Timo actually helped me in the OR.
I did.
So see, you're not safe from Timo either. He's been rooting around in your head as well.
I guess everyone knows now how my head looks on the inside, just I doesn't.
You know, you get some blood vessels. More specifically, some veins and some arteries. Lots of gray matter. Got a few medical utensils in there now as well. I still haven't found my pair of forceps.
Sure, Nancy just misplaced them.
Yeah, you know what happens. But it is good.
Don't want to have 4 steps in my head.
Oh, you're good. Little bad and surging humor. Do you remember my name?
It starts with the same letter as mine.
Mm-hmm. What do you remember or recall about me other than that warm feeling?
Said one beach.
Anything specific?
A lot of people.
Okay, a beach with a lot of people. Anything else?
Pretty dress.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pretty suit.
Yeah, thanks to Timo, I had a pretty suit. I still
I didn't
think
select it alone.
I still think he secretly works for the fashion police. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but I'm still convinced. He's got too much style not to.
If you have no evidence, I can't tell.
No, rest assured, sir. I will find some eventually. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But eventually, I'll find something.
The ring was a big fun.
Mm-hmm. That dream was quite a large part, especially of the event you were just describing.
Don't remember when it happened though.
Oh, don't worry about that. It'll be okay. What the heck? There's some interesting gunfire.
The monsoon experience.
Oh, very true.
Was it a wedding?
It was.
There was a lot of white. Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. See if this will spark your memory at all.
Got married.
Mm-hmm. Timon, did Jerry come with your budget?
Did I come here with what?
Did Jerry come with your budget?
Yeah, I think he's either outside or downstairs in the lobby.
Awesome. Oh, hang on.
You want me to go grab him?
There you go, sweetheart. Take this. Actually, I just gotta ask you a question real quick. If y'all will stay here and visit, I'll be right back. Nope.
Hello, Dr. Knight.
There we go.
Oh. Hi, Dr. Knight.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm okay. How is she?
She's doing all right. She's starting to get some memories back. It's foggy,
Okay.
but considering she's not even quite 24 hours post-surgery, it's not too bad.
Right. Permission to give you hugs, sir?
Go ahead.
I can imagine in your shoes, so.
You know, Jerry, I'll tell you as I told Timo. In this line of work, regardless of who the patient is on the table, nothing changes.
Right.
You do everything in your power to give them a fighting chance. You do everything to put the ball back in their court.
Right.
It's hard when you lose any patient. It's harder when you're close to them.
I bet.
But ultimately, the choice on who lives or who dies is not ours.
I have a quick question.
What you got?
You still got room on the surgery training stuff?
That I do.
I think I would like to apply.
Fingers crossed, the bulk of the material for the new program is getting closer to being done, including the new application.
Okay.
It's going to be a tiered program. So you apply to the residency program. You go through an interview with the board. And if you're accepted after your board interview and your entry exam, you will start advanced medical training, which will prepare you to fill the roles of a registered nurse, to allow you more capabilities to help patients here within the hospital.
Right.
You'll continue your studies, working your way up to a medical student. Once you become a medical student, you'll work through the material until you can pass your board exam. When you pass your board exam, you'll be eligible for your internship. And during your internship, you'll decide what specialties you want to take residency in. Then you just have to earn your stripes, as they used to say.
Right.
But I decided to do a tiered program to allow for those who didn't want to go all the way to MD to have options to still advance themselves.
Right.
But hopefully this will drive our medical program even further into the future.
Yeah. With the right people up in charge, I think it's going to be just fine.
I hope so. Because Lord knows I won't be around forever. Somebody will have to be ready to take my place. Somebody will have to be ready to pick up the scalpel and tend to those patients that come in with those horrible injuries. Be ready to give them a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's truly all that we can give them.
Give them all the resources and tools, and then hopefully they can find a way to put them together.
That is correct.
Alright, yeah. I've been lingering on the last time I helped you out with the surgery, the stuff you were telling me, and it's like, I'm always putting myself in harm's way, which was what coincidentally me and Team were just talking about. Trying to put myself in harm's way to save people, and sometimes you have to ask yourself if that's actually saving people. But if you go into surgery, you might lose some people, but at least you know for sure that you are going to save at least one person out of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just...
I'll tell you this, Jerry. If from experience. I know that I don't talk much about my time while I was in the army. But when I first joined, I too ran towards the gunfire. I was a special forces operator. I wasn't there to help people at that time. I was there to destroy them.
Right.
The opportunity opened up with my team that they needed a medic. So I volunteered. I thought it might be something interested, and you know what, at least at the end of the day I could try to save my friends. But it led me down that path. While certainly I am no stranger to violence, I was able to see that I could be more effective in different aspects.
Yeah.
So,
I do want to say that anything I sent you in an email today still stands. That does not change.
I understand, and I greatly appreciate that. And there may come a day that I will need to call upon you.
I'll be ready for it. But as for other things, like the gunfire that goes down in the hospital sometimes, I told Timo that I would ease off from running towards it and maybe just protect myself too. Because he doesn't want to see me in the same position. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to be the reason that I end up here, so.
Something that has always reigned through my mind
Right.
is John 15. Actually, I'm sorry, it's John 13. I thought about it a long time. But it says, no greater love than that of a man who would lay down his life for his friends.
Yeah. Which is one of my favorite verses.
And it's very true, Jay, because honestly, someone willing to pay the ultimate price so that someone else may live, there is no greater love. Because they truly give you everything.
Yeah.
You know, I've been buried off in this OR so much that I haven't been able to get everything pushed through, but one thing I've changed to attack as its motto. And I made it very simple, so others may live.
I like that.
Yes, we do stand on a thin line between happy lives and critical injuries or even death. But it is a choice that we make, each and every one of us, to stand on that line and to hold it. And stand ready to do violence in the name of those who cannot do it for themselves, and to pull them back from the brink of death.
Be there to protect the ones that can't exactly protect themselves.
Exactly.
I understand completely, because it's like the same thing as a firefighter, you know? We run into the building so other people don't have to. So that maybe those people that are in the building can have that second chance that they deserve.
At least give them the possibility of it.
Exactly.
It's no easy task to dance with the devil, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. And that's always been me. I've always been willing to do whatever it takes.
I've always had that sense about you, Jerry. And it's just like I told you that first surgery you ever helped me with. You are your own greatest enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never hold yourself back. Because at the end of the day, Jerry, we can be remembered in many ways, or perhaps not even at all. But there's something my brother used to say, normally right before he did something very foolish, at least by most normal people's standards. He'd ask the troops that were with him if they were ready to die today, and would they be remembered as heroes, or would they be remembered forever as legends? And most of the time after asking that question, he would jump from a helicopter or an airplane or a building into insurmountable odds. But you know what? Jumping right behind him was every one of those troops. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know if it was out of love, respect, or admiration, but they truly would follow him to the gates of hell. Live or die, it did not matter. They were there to take care of whoever needed to be taken care of. So,
Yeah. Well, I just want you to know that if you jump out of a helicopter, damn it, I'm following. I'll get your back 100% of the way.
well, that's good, because when everybody recertifies in text trading, I'm going to shove your ass out of a helicopter.
I just jumped out of a 56-story building 3-4 days ago, so
Sounds like a hell of a good time.
yeah, after I just saved half the building. It was for the firefighter training, so that was fun. The building was collapsing. The slope that we used to, the little piece of slope that we used to get over, collapsed in front of us, and the only way out, bust a side window on the side and hop out.
Yes, sir.
That was some crazy shit.
That it is. And just think, Jerry, when I can train you up under my new program, you will have
Yeah.
even more skills and ability. And you'll have the gusto to go against those insurmountable odds even farther, to pull people out of the danger.
I want you to know that whatever you throw at me, I'll be ready for. I'm going to make sure that no matter what comes my way, I hit it head on. And I show it who's the real boss around here. I mean, it's gonna be you, and ultimately, but you know what I mean.
But one thing you have to understand about me, Jerry, I always train my own replacements.
Right.
That way, if I die, somebody is there to pick up my mantle.
fully like the way that you're talking about dying, but I'm following.
You know, there's only a few things in this world, Jay, that are guaranteed.
Taxes and death.
Taxes and death, yes. Because you don't get a choice on being born or not. So,
And you sure as hell don't get a choice on the taxes without going to jail.
nope. And
Hey, you were supposed to
ultimately,
pay those?
Shut up, Jack.
well, you know, if he ever disappears, we'll talk to the IRS man first. But, yeah, always know the job of the man above you and below you. And make sure that they know yours.
Right.
Because death is inevitable. It's just a matter of when.
Crazy shit.
That it is. Yeah, I just wanted to come and check on y'all and let you know that she is doing better.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm hoping that having a few minutes visiting with Timo, it will be able to spark a few more memories.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. When I walked in there today to do check up on her, because I forgot who was in room 2 for a minute, and I walked in and realized who it was. And when she looked at me like she hadn't, I mean, all the things we went through, you know, the time we spent together, and walked in there and having that look of who is this person standing in my room, I tell you, that hurts a little bit. Actually, it hurts a lot, I can't lie, but
That it does.
I don't know if it helped that she gave you the same look, but I know for me, when I walked in, it hurt. And I knew right away that there was something off. That's why I started asking these questions.
You did the right thing. One thing I know y'all are not truly comfortable with, but if my new protocols get implemented for the paramedics, you'll come to understand it a lot more. But if a doctor is not physically present, then you need to reach out for medical control. So by phone, email, smoke signal, how the hell you can get it is all that matters.
Right. I hope in the report when I wrote that warning I did good. That's why I stick to basic questions, because I didn't want to upset her.
Right.
And I knew that if somebody poking around who, you know, as a younger person didn't really, you know, well, don't you remember this? I didn't want them to overwhelm her and she get upset. So that's the whole reason I put that on there. So that way.
Oh, you did good. Always remember person, place, time,
Thing. Oh, time, yeah.
event, and a common knowledge.
So I practically hit all of them then, didn't I?
And no one specifically you didn't have was a common knowledge. And it can be like, who's the governor, or something like that. So thanks, Timo.
Well, honestly, I just started looking at some of your surgical reports, and it's inspired me to be more thorough in my reports as well. That's why I listed it the way I did.
Oh, hell yeah. You did good. You know, you can always look at my old reports, and usually you can find some pretty good answers to steal off of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run back down there. We're gonna have to
Okay.
get her tucked in pretty quick. She's had quite a bit of neural stimulation.
Right. Thank you again, Dr. Knight.
You're welcome, brother.
And like I said, anything in my emails stands true.
Don't you worry. When the need arises, you'll get the phone call.
Do you remember anything at all about any of those names?
How we doing in here?
Trying to figure out names.
It's alright. Did you learn any new ones while I stepped away?
My newest message is from someone called David Vannon,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't have any faith to any of those.
David is a good friend of ours. But
4 hours ago.
I've got it so he can come by and visit you as soon as he's able. But why don't you let your mind rest for a little while?
Can we go to the road?
I can see how you do on your feet. If you're stable enough, then we can.
Oh, I definitely hear footsteps.
That's Jerry now. But I got just a little time if you want to see if you're stable enough on your feet to walk. There you go. How do you feel standing?
A little bit dizzy.
Alright, take a few steps here. Not too shabby. Well, I don't see any issue with going upstairs for a few minutes. Alright, follow me. Remembering anything?
The sunset.
Mm-hmm. Step over here. How about this spot right here?
It's beautiful view.
Mm-hmm. Remember anything specifically about this spot? I can bet that Looking at Timo might to refresh a little bit. Step on up, Timo.
He's scared of heights. Haven't I done a lot of thinking out here?
That you have.
Like,
Yeah.
right in the middle.
Lots of thinking, lots of conversations. You know, one of my favorite thinking sessions. You and Anna Smart were up here talking. You were sitting up on the ledge right there. She was standing by the glass right here. And an EMT clocked on wanting some training. One of which was ICU intake, so she asked you if you would supervise her. You said yes you would, and I jumped off the building yelling for the EMTs. I heard you two yelling so loud. And then you realized I had a parachute.
I mean, I don't want you to get hurt.
You were not very happy with me that day. But
don't recall a face to that name though.
no. Perhaps in time. But, well, we best get you back down to your room. You need to get a little rest, and I need to go do the same myself. We'll do some more memory exercises tomorrow and see if we can get some more of those memories to come back.
Alright.
Who knows, maybe we can even go to the bank and strap a parachute on Timo.
I don't think I'm gonna jump off any more buildings. Haven't you heard from the fire and rescue training with Juniper? Yeah, we were up on the skyscraper doing that training, and the last part included using a parachute. Guess who failed in pulling their parachute?
Ah, he'd be alright. He didn't end up on my our table, it's all good.
Can you make sure I have a brain then as well?
I mean, you know, if you end up on the table and I gotta go rooting around in there, we'll see what we find.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, Timo. If I wasn't giving you a hard time, you wouldn't think I loved you anymore.
What's this?
Hmm.
Over there. What's that?
Oh, that's Jerry. might be thinking real hard right now.
Possibly.
Yeah, could even get him with Miss America wave. Alright, let's get you back in bed, sweetheart.
I just sent him a text. You want to wave again, Shilan? He's looking. He was looking.
I think he's looking at his phone now.
He just sent me a text.
Come on, Jay, it was Miss America waving you now.
I didn't know how to wave back like that.
Now you think about wave 2. Snezhana saw you down there and was asking who it was.
There we go. What was that? Sorry.
Snezhana was asking who was down there, so...
Oh, just me. My name's Jerry.
You know, Jerry, we could start calling you Captain Redbeard if you let that grow out a little more.
What's that?
Call you Captain Redbeard.
Maybe I might see how that looks. We'll see.
Alright, sweetheart, let's get you back in bed here. Alright, let's get you up there. I'm sure the boys want to say goodnight.
I hope you have a lovely rest. And Joel, I'll talk to you soon. Good night.
There you go. There we go. And I brought you some good sleeping medicine. You ready for the pretty
It's
colors?
bad that I couldn't recall anything earlier.
Yeah, don't worry about that. You were just out of surgery and waking up. 100% to be expected.
Did I spend a lot of time with Jerry?
I've worked together quite a few times. There we go.
I'm pretty tired.
Mm-hmm. Good night, sweetheart. I shall check on you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Nancy will page me if anything comes up, okay?
Yep.
Good night, sweetheart. Alright, she's nice and comfortable now. Jade disappear to?
He's back there. He's sitting on the reception desk.
What?
Oh, we thought you'd be thinking a little harder than that.
There he goes.
Now, Jerry, you're not supposed to be laying down on the job.
It's a good thing I'm not clocked in then. Okay.
You should know not to be thinking too hard when I'm around. Yep. Let's head downstairs. That way she can get some rest. Sorry to cut into y'all's time together tonight.
Oh, do not worry at all.
Yep, no problem.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm trucking along as always.
Well, I know.
But I'll get it figured out. The important thing is she's alive.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, the memory loss is not as bad as I was expecting, honestly.
It's a lot better than from this morning.
Yeah, so I figured a few familiar faces and being given little tidbits of information, she'd be able to start putting some pieces back together.
Right.
So at least it's a step forward. But I hated to cut into y'all's time, but I knew especially
No.
Timo would be a good one to help spark that memory of hers.
Of course, yeah. No, it's not no problem at all.
And
In fact, I probably have to fly out, go sleep for a little bit, so.
yeah, but you got work in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this one should be sleeping a little bit himself.
I should, but
Considering it's like 5 in the morning? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to realize that I've definitely memorized your time zone, apart from mine.
and you know I'm gonna try and drag myself along as well as best as I can.
Right? That's all we
just-
can ever do.
Considering everything, I'm just glad to see that she's alive.
There you go, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
You can have the water, Zach. I gotta refill the water bottle. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I forgot I need to go rebuy one.
Yeah, I need to go get one of those myself.
Yep, they're at the hunting store.
They're so useful.
Yeah.
Honestly, here, just take mine. I'm just gonna grab a new one from up there. That's gonna give me some time to drive up there and distract myself.
You driving up there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go drive up there. I have a place there up there anyway, so
I know.
I might just pass out there.
You want somebody to stay with you for the night?
It's alright.
You sure?
If you want to, you have the keys.
I have the keys, yeah. I figured it might make some things better. But
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna cramp on your style, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be. If you want time alone or space, you just let me know.
That's alright. You can be there. I think I'd probably appreciate at the moment. Right now, I don't know. I can't think.
Okay, but I'm buying us a bigger bed because I ain't not sleeping in that small one.
Are you saying you don't want to cuddle with me in that small bed? All right.
I mean, yeah,
He
but my
wants a
ass is
bigger
gonna be
bed so
falling off.
he wants a bigger bed so he has more privacy in the bed. I get it.
Well, you know, you gotta look at the flip side of that coin, Timo. You know, Jerry's kind of built like I am, so he's probably a damn human heat generator.
Well, and I'm always cold, so
Well, that's true, and it's always great. Wow, you're cold because you draw the heat off of him, but as soon as you warm up, now he's over there like Chernobyl waiting to melt down.
well, I guess we're gonna make our makeshift sauna then.
Now, Timo, you can't sweat everything off of him. He's got to have some meat left to him because, you know, for tech, he's got to be able to carry his equipment and everything. And he's already one of them ooga booga hose draggers, so. That's what firefighters are. You drag hoses around, they go ooga, ooga, ooga.
Yee. That's the biggest thing is the yees.
Yeah.
Dr. Juniper will not have it if we don't do the yees if we're drifting around a corner.
I'm gonna go steal one of them damn fire trucks and drift it around the corner in front of her and go, I'm Batman.
Have you seen the fire trucks and stuff? They're pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them. They are nice. I just like a little more precision than sheer brute force.
Fair enough.
Oh. But now you boys go enjoy a nice little drive, and both of you need to go get a little sleep, please.
Yep. Alrighty.
You go get some rest as well.
Yes.
I know you've got a hard shell going on. It's not the first time that I'm talking to you. I know you. But we're here. Alright?
And you know I will reach out if I need anything.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna keep reminding you whenever possible. We're here.
Timo, but you also have to
And-
remember one very important aspect about me. I was not born, sir. I was government issued. They forgot to check out feelings when they issued me.
Hard doubt. Hard doubt. I think you have a strong wall. But deep down I know there's a lot going on. And the fact that you cared about me so much before, and the fact how much you care about Snezhana, I just know that they definitely checked that off. But they also gave you a very strong wall.
Always a possibility, but, you know, that'll be one of those secrets I will take to my grave.
Oh, I know. I know. I mean, I'm not the FTH for no reason. I'm very observant.
Oh, that's
I know what's
wrong.
going on.
You know, it's just damn hard to get into, you know, finish training some of these FTRs.
Well, we have a couple people in a phase 3. As soon as let me know. Just as soon as you see an EMT that needs an ICU discharge training, let me know and I'll be there.
You know, I have done several discharges here in this last little time frame, but you know, none of them damn EMTs can ever be around.
I mean, you're just missing the ICU discharge. That's the only thing I need checked off.
So I'll be checked off for, what, a month now?
Probably like a month or two. At least.
Yep.
To be fair, Wally's been an FTR for much longer than you have, and he also still hasn't done this full training yet.
Yeah, well. Wasn't Wally on the other way for part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't count the LOA time. Nice try. Play again.
We're gonna get that sorted for you. You're gonna be FTP, hopefully this month. If not, definitely 100% by next month.
You know, I'm almost tempted to make a challenge that I can get him through medical school before he's gonna get me done at FTP.
When you just need the ICU discharge supervised.
Yeah, ICU discharge.
I'm gonna make it part of the interview question,
You know, Jay.
where they have to vow that their ICU discharge training has to be done by Dr. Shilan 9 and supervised by an FTS plus.
You know, Jay, I gotta give him a hard time because, you know, good lord, I'm the damn chief of medicine. I'm the longest standing surgeon in this city. And he still don't trust me to teach an EMT to discharge. You see that right on his list. He don't trust
Hey,
me.
I
you
mean,
want me
I
to go by the protocols, so I'm gonna go by the protocols.
I can't say much. I've been in FTP for 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
You know,
but
the
see-
funny
but see,
fact
you're
about
on
that
his
is...
good side list, though. I'm not.
Excuse me?
Jerry's on your good side list.
Listen, if it were up to me, if it were just fully up to me, I would just be like, bam, you're FTS, you can train FTRs now, give them all, give them all hell.
Oh, you trying to get somebody killed, aren't you?
Trying to get somebody to quit.
Has someone died during your surgery in the last month or two?
One.
One?
I've lost one patient this month.
This month?
Mm-hmm. I lost Margot.
That was not Angus, was it?
No.
Oh, Margot.
We worked on her for over an hour. But the damage was too catastrophic. I couldn't save her.
Yeah, I think I remembered reading the report.
And that was the
There was a
shortened
lot
version.
going on there.
Yeah. You should have seen the original. It was like 4 pages.
Oh my god. Did you not submit that one?
No, the server gets a little upset about those when you try to save them on the computer.
Oh. I mean, now that we're having that other thing that I'm not gonna mention any further, you could definitely try it out there. That one's probably gonna love it.
Ah, very true.
You should try working with it. I very much like it. But yeah, you get yourself rest. Jerry's gonna get himself rest. Right now.
Well.
Um,
When we go up there, yeah.
and we're here. And I'm here. So even if you have like a wall down or if you don't have anything going on deep down there, I'm still on that other side.
Oh, I'll think about it.
And I'm gonna stay on that other side.
I
when you
shall
need me.
think about it.
Have a good night, Dr. Knight.
And I also gotta be on that other side of the
That's
wall,
all right.
ready for you to call me a slacker.
Hey, I was being nice. You weren't slacking for a couple of days.
Alright, then I'm gonna wait a couple days and probably hear it again.
Exactly. Yank. Jay, do try to keep him out of trouble.
I don't know. He's wiry. No, I'm just kidding. It's more like the opposite. He's trying to keep me out of trouble.
I know, but still gotta say it.
Right.
Y'all go enjoy
Have a-
that drive. I'm gonna go sleep in the break room.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Have a good night, Dr. Knight.
At least a little bit of a positive to end on there. Sorry that I did not do this one live, y'all, but I wanted to make sure everything was fixed and working before I did a live again. So, hope y'all enjoy this when you watch it on YouTube. And as always, y'all be safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.